All right, are we ready?
Oh,
No, I don't know.
Pete, are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
I'm in it.
What episode is this? 57?
I don't know. It's the same as like actually, doing on the
I don't have it in front of me to look, right?
Yeah.
Their thing, so.
All right, so 50.
Hey, what are you? Shut the hell up over there, you bunch of hobos.
Sorry. You know what? You can just say this is our live PAX special episode. And you can worry about the episode number when you do the text, but we'll call it the live PAX
I think it's
57.
the
The one I just put up. Well, I mean, we can just go to oldgymgamers.com.
Should we double check?
What
What if I really
Yeah, but do you
screw
have
that
another
up?
one in the can, ready to go?
No, this is it.
No,
Yeah.
it's
57. All right.
Tuesdays.
All right, 57.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep.
All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the All Gen Gamers podcast. This is fantastic because this is our first in-person, live, recorded, video, audio, in-person episode. We are here live at PAX Prime.
And we're naked right now.
Yeah.
So you guys know.
Yeah. The video will reveal that to everybody.
Yeah, everyone.
They'll know that. Just
They'll
see
all
the video,
see.
they'll like, oh my god. They'll be flagged right away, but we'll put it up.
We Photoshop clothes on us.
Yeah, the 3D will show that too. Yes. So we of course are here with good friend Johnny Millennium. Johnny, look, I can hit you.
He's hitting me. I don't like this. I want to go back to the way it was. I don't like making eye contact. It gets really scary.
Get him away from me.
But yeah, this is amazing. I just can't. It's like sinking in for me right now. We're all actually in the same room doing it, but it doesn't seem strange at all.
Yeah,
Not a bit.
yeah.
Not at all.
Not a bit. But anyways, that is my intro.
We're also joined by everyone's favorite Gamester 81. What's up, John?
Good, man. I can hit you too.
Oh, what he did.
Baby, hit me one more
Hey, I
time.
forgot. I can actually hit him as well. Done.
And of course, the man himself, Pete. Look at this. Pete Dorr, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, good. Excellent. Oh, fantastic. Hey.
Hey guys.
Great to see
No,
you.
hey guys. I'm gonna try and be in the best of moods because my area right now at home is actually on a tornado watch. So at the point in time, anytime I could lose everything. And I'm actually stranded here until God knows when, hopefully not too long, because my flight is canceled, JFK Airport is closed down, so
man.
I'm going to do my best here, but keeping high spirits.
This will keep you in the mood right here. Ketchup flavored chips, Pete.
I will try.
Try it.
Look at his eyes. He's like, I'll try it.
Okay, what do you think? Here we go. Real life things.
He just ran to the bathroom.
It's like French fries.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
He loves it.
He likes it. Mikey, he likes it.
I
He
figured he'd
likes
say-
it.
Now I wish I had the stuff here to make the poutine so that you could try a lot
Oh, Rob.
Well,
Oh,
you-
Rob.
But that's
Now you're
later.
bringing it up
You
in front
really
of
did. You could have brought
everybody.
that up as a special thing and told everybody.
I'm sorry.
And yes,
I'm sorry.
Rob is here. as
Rob
well.
Man, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, wow.
I'm here to give all the spoilers, ruin all the fun, and pretty much piss everybody off. How you doing?
Good.
So, well, good podcast, guys.
See you later.
Good, we're all out of here. It's done.
Thanks very much.
But here, just let's go back to the start of this whole trip.
Nice.
I pick Rob up at 7:15, and he brings shit down into this pack lunch or not. But yeah, my God, life is a lot better. It's good. I like it. But I pick Rob up at 7:15 in the morning. He comes out. He's like carrying all these bags, and I swear I only have like a small cube size, where you can put everything. And I'm like, what the hell is all of this? Like, I don't know where we're gonna put this. And Rob, you can tell him what you brought.
All right. Well, you see, I had a few gifts lined up for the gentleman on the best podcast on the internet.
Oh, please.
Shameless plug. And,
We'll take it. We'll take it.
So for Pete, I had a remote control Sonic Racers race car.
Which I did not own. That's 2 for 2. Someone else, Ryan, gave me a Sonic hacky sack, which I also do not own.
It's
very rare,
See this
yeah.
remote control car.
And instead of Sonic and Sonic and the Chaos something styluses from the
Sonic
DS game?
and Sonic the Dark Brotherhood styluses, which I do have. However, now I can, open one and keep one sealed.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
Which was also from Rob.
Yes.
And a poster out of the South African release of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Something else I did not have from Sonic the Hedgehog, a South African Sonic the Hedgehog poster.
Okay,
Wow.
Definitely a Rob. Thank you.
Mega Drive.
Yeah.
days.
Were those guesses, or did you really know he didn't have any?
I didn't know whether he had it or not. I was guessing.
We're talking
South
about Pete
African-
Dorr, so that's what an amazing
Wow.
guess. Yeah, good job.
And I brought 2 different kinds of Canadian ketchup-flavored chips.
Yes.
And a big old bag of Smarties for Mr. Gamester 81.
Yes.
I know his affinity for certain snack foods.
And for those who don't know, Smarties in Canada are different than the ones in the U.S. They're almost like M&M chocolate.
Why don't we show it? We got him right
Yeah, we
there.
got him.
We got video.
What the heck?
We got video, we got audio.
Boys and girls, in Canada, this is what we like to call Smarties. They are small, ovoid candies with chocolate centers. They're like M&M's, only good.
True.
So,
Yes.
come on.
Have we
Eat
actually,
a box, man.
This might sound weird, but have we actually mentioned that we're at PAX right now?
Yep.
We
did.
are at PAX.
Yeah, that was part of the intro.
Just for people don't,
Yeah.
you know, I wasn't sure if we mentioned that.
And
PAX
finally,
Prime.
as a special treat, and we will have video of this to put up later. It took me until. Oh! I'm gonna steal one. I'm just gonna.
They're not that fucking good. Come on, get over it.
Well, you've had them your whole life, right?
Yeah.
Come on, their Smarties are rock.
No, here, let's talk. You want to hear about cool things? I'm having a Diet Cherry 7-Up.
So am I, and it's amazing.
It is fucking good. Okay, so we can kind of feel it.
Okay.
We're feeling
Can I just
it.
say something real quick?
Yeah.
I feel really awkward standing up with Johnny on his knees in front of me. It's kind of weird.
Oh!
That's while you're down there.
This is how I've always dreamed of the podcast, I've never wanted it to be any other way. It's a dream
From what
come
I've
true.
listened to in my truck, it sounds only natural.
Yeah.
Oh, not for the first time.
Oh. And he taps me in the back like a small child.
You didn't tap you.
There you go, buddy.
Either.
Yeah, she, buddy. Yeah.
But
So the final surprise, and it was actually down to 0 hour. It was the night before we came down here to PAX. And I run out of grocery stores, delis, anything else. I went to that restaurant that the photo came from of Gamester eating the poutine. Cockney Kings.
Yeah.
I went into the manager. He's a buddy of ours, and I said, "Look, can you do me a solid? I got to tell you a little story about a man named Jason Heine and the love of the poutine. I need cheese curds, real cheese curds. Can you hook a brother up?"
He's like, oh shit, I know.
And he
I
said-
bring it to him.
Motherfucker, you need some cheese curds to get some poutine to a man from Arizona. I'm your man. Gave me 4 packs of cheese curds. I have the Montreal canned Saint-Hubert's traditional sauce. And we're going to get some poutine cooked up and feed it to Mr. Jason. He can eat it on camera for the first time.
I don't even know what to say. You guys love me. You really love me. Rob, I need a hug.
Oh, my Jason.
That deserves a hug. I mean, that's a beautiful thing.
It's okay. So somebody sent you some stuff in the mail, and that was very nice of
Yeah,
him.
he sent
It was
me
a
the
good
poutine
gesture.
mix, you know, he sent me
but
the mix,
this is
yeah.
the real deal.
This is the
Full
real deal.
meal deal.
So I'm really looking forward to that. Finally, I'm going to be able to eat poutine.
And you can save the mix for later when he's at home.
Yeah.
And no faking the reaction, Jason. If you hate it,
No,
you gotta let us
if I
know.
throw up,
You will love
that's
it.
going to happen on
You will
camera.
love, I'll be catching it on the ground as he's
like,
throwing it
whoa,
out.
there it goes.
You probably look the same coming out, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why they call it poutine, right?
People say it looks like brains, you know, but hey, it tastes great.
But what are we thinking so far? Like, wow, this is like it's overload, and not just the meeting,
Right.
but everything at PAX. And maybe we should just go around and PAX reactions to start
Yeah, I
off
think
with.
that sounds good.
Pete starts off. We'll go around.
Too much. Honestly, comparing it to PAX East, the layout was a lot better because you could actually look at the entire show floor as a whole. This place is like split up into multiple floors, little hidden corners. Like there's still places that I didn't even know were on the show floor that I'm just discovering now. And then there's venues that happen in like totally different buildings, blocks away. So in terms of getting to where you need to go, it takes a lot more time. Whereas in PAX East, everything is like readily available there on a giant show floor. However, it's kind of overwhelming. And this PAX I'm basically going at it like I'm not going to wait on any lines to play any of the big games. I'm basically just walking around, taking in the experience of PAX and playing some of the indie games, you know. Because to wait online for like even Skyrim, as much as I want to play that game, I'm not waiting online 2+ hours probably to play a game that I'm going to be playing in 2
I
months
saw
anyway.
people camped out.
Yeah. They wouldn't let you film it
I
either.
won't be in line for that
Like,
shit, that's for sure.
Despite the catchphrase, Pete Dorr is not in line for any shit.
But you know what the bullshit is? I have got Pete in so many lineups. That was part of my thing. I was filming in so many. I got him in like 10 lineups.
So he can't
Yeah.
fake it. You're lining up.
He's always in line for some shit. It's true. Highlight game of PAX?
You know, I feel so bad. I played this game before, like today, and it's actually probably my favorite game of the show. But then, just coming down here, I went blank. I can't remember the name of this game, okay? It starts with a D. It's an indie game. It was next to a game called Snapshot. It's an indie...
Dynamite Ducks.
No.
You gotta bring that shit up.
I think it's called like... Decomp is... something. It starts with a D, but it's an indie platformer that's sort of in the style of like Limbo with the visuals. It's very dark and grainy. But the cool thing is you make lights in the game world, and those are the platforms. So all the obstacles in this game, like platforms, houses, anything like that, you can't jump on them. You actually have to create a light source, and then you can jump on that light source. It's actually my favorite game of the show. I played it for like 45 minutes. The art director guy was there, and I talked to him. The game designer wasn't there. By far my favorite game that I played so far.
It was a game that you were looking forward to, that you got to see or play, that you were disappointed in.
And I can't edit out this gap.
Well, you must come in saying, "Hey, I will try
here's
that."
The thing, I didn't play many games because we had a lot of events planned, like the YouTube meetup.
Yeah.
We had a lot of things going on.
We'll get to that for
So
sure.
I didn't actually play many games. I checked and looked at a lot of games. So there wasn't really anything that I played and was really disappointed in. Well, actually, before I played this, I forget the name, Retro City Rampage was probably my favorite game of the show.
That was cool.
We all played that. We all checked it out. It's that 8-bit style Grand Theft Auto game with like a lot of references to old school games, and it's freaking awesome.
And movies.
Incredible.
Yeah. The guys are cool down to earth too.
We definitely we're trying to get them on the podcast too. Like
We are getting them on the podcast.
We are getting them on the podcast.
And I'm talking about getting them on an episode of the show as well. So, yeah, they were that game was very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, we'd like some review copies of the game.
No problem.
I have a question for you guys. I know what my answer is without a doubt, so I'm going to see what yours are. Your favorite booth of the show. Not even playing the game, but the way it looks. 100% I know my answer.
I thought Firefall was pretty cool.
I was gonna say
That was
Firefall
pretty
too.
good.
I mean,
But that was a little bit
so
too much.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I mean,
like too much in your face.
You enter the area and they have a huge like statue, like full life-size people. It's ridiculous.
Let's just break this down.
Yeah.
Let's just quickly, not to get off topic, but let's break that down. You walk in, they have this huge statue, you're
Well,
right,
even
with
before you-
moving parts
Yeah.
and sound and lighting and all this stuff. Then you walk in and it's on this like 100-inch freaking screen, right? It's just massive. But you go up the escalators, they got advertisements on the escalators.
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom and washed my hands. I don't know if you guys went to that same bathroom. Maybe it's in every bathroom. I don't know. They had pictures on the mirrors of like the mech suits. It's like you're standing there washing your hands and like look up and it's like there you are standing there with a mech. I'm like, they're really pushing this game.
They had a urinal.
Yeah.
Pissing on it in the urinal.
In the urinal.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I didn't notice that, but that's cool.
This guy's disgusting.
I would say that would probably be the best. It was
put
way
the most
over the
The
money.
most money was into it
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
We agree on that.
Definitely.
That was like the big one of the show, but I'll admit the game looked okay.
Yeah.
You know, it was
Yeah.
only okay.
And for those that don't know, Firefall is like I guess a free-to-play sort of massive online first-person shooter. I guess right.
But what would
Yeah.
they get the money for that? Like monthly fees? Is that it?
They probably have to have some kind of
Microtransactions.
You know,
Yeah,
microtransactions.
upgrade your equipment or who knows. They all do that. That's real popular right now.
Yeah.
Bethesda's good thing, you know. Their booth is awesome. This with the dragon and all that.
That's my.
That's pretty good, but there's
It was very impressive.
Yeah.
I saw that and I'm like, wow, that is. Bethesda had a setup for Skyrim with a huge,
Skyrim was
giant
awesome.
dragon.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah,
Oh, man.
My other one was Lollipop Chainsaw. Because they actually, when you go up to their booth, it's actually like you're going to a school that has all the lockers there. And
cool.
that was kind of cool.
Is that what the chainsaw back there is all about?
Yeah, absolutely.
that's what that
So I did a little interview with the guys and all that. It's kind of funny. It's so stupid. There's a huge lineup to get up to play this game. And I walked up, and I'm like, I'm just filming. I'm not asking for anything. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, and they're like, can you turn your camera off? You can't get any footage. I'm like, well,
really?
honestly, I said, I want to promote what this is. I said, I got a YouTube show with 34,000 people that watch. He's like, oh, you're not pressed, right? I'm like, no. He goes like, oh, okay, just give me a sec. He goes off, brings the media woman up to me, and she's like, yes, sir, you can play right away. And there's this huge lineup behind me, and they brought me in.
Wow.
Wow.
And it was like, yeah, they gave me like full store treatment. They gave me 3 of these these things. They gave me a handful of stickers. They talked me through the entire game. I was playing it the whole way. I liked the game.
Well, I know to apply for a media pass next.
You know, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it really helps out. Saves time.
Really helps out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was my experience with that. What do you think was your best favorite?
Well, I mean, I think Retro City Rampage was really cool just because they were so down to earth. I mean, it was a smaller booth, but as far as games, that's probably my favorite.
They had a lot of promotion as well, though. Everybody
they
that went
did.
to PAX got like a Retro City Rampage paper.
Flyer. It looked
Flyer,
like an old Sega Master System cover.
Yes,
it was
it's
super
excellent, yeah.
cool. I mean, they put a lot of homework into it, and you can tell they're really diehard retro game
Diehard
gamers
fans.
by heart. But
Yeah.
for sure. But that's probably my favorite. We all answer?
Jason?
Yeah, no, I agree with you guys. I think it was. What?
We're waiting to hear what your booth is.
It wasn't impressive at all.
Really?
Yeah, Battlefield 3 wasn't.
Yeah, we're just looking at Jason. Sorry, we're like, he's gonna say it.
Look, I'm not here to say it just because I love the game.
Yeah.
The booth was just all black. It was encased. You couldn't see anything. It had a cool poster, floor to ceiling, and it had this like Hummer that was decked out with like fake 50 cals and Battlefield type guns, but I don't think it was really impressive at all.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I thought Skyrim was quite impressive, and that dragon is unscripted, by the way, right?
Yes, absolutely. It just lands where it wants to land.
Yeah,
all the
There's
dragons,
yeah.
They have a dragon that lands?
So yeah, there's dragons in this game or whatever, and you're walking through the land, and by pure chance, it might just land in front of you, or it might not.
I mean, there was a
They're
panel
Yeah.
for Skyrim, and everybody's like, "You go into the panel," and I'm like, "I don't think so, because why am I going to watch somebody play this game for an hour when I want to have a fresh experience?" Like
Totally,
myself?
yeah.
I don't want to have it spoiled. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, can't wait for Skyrim. It
one
looked
other
good.
booth.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys forgot the Jurassic Park.
I was going to mention that. Jurassic Park.
Such an awesome
The
booth.
Jeep. They have the
Yeah.
Jeep, and they have the whole intro arcway.
Posters to hand out. Yeah.
But here's what
You should play that game, Pete.
I didn't play it. No.
I played it today.
Is it
Okay,
decent?
because I asked him what it's about, and even the guy at the booth, he was kind of weird. He was like, it was basically just quick time events. That's all he said to me.
It's like Dragon's Lair.
So just point and click.
No, it's totally
real-
action. It's kind of like like the old school Dragon's Lair or Heavy Rain, where you if you push like up when you push up or right or A or B at certain times. But whatever you end up doing, the outcome changes throughout the game. So if you don't do something that particular point of the game, that's going to change the whole outcome of the rest of the game.
Oh wow, okay.
So that's kind of a cool thing. But it's totally like
Yeah. Well, it sounds interesting.
Yeah, graphics were
Yeah.
They could have done better with the graphics. What I played anyway.
Yeah.
So
What about you, Rob?
Well, I think the BioWare booth is a pretty wicked setup. They've got your Knights of the Old Republic section. I mean, it's not fancy, it's not ornate. The one thing about it that is fantastic is that they have the elusive man's chair, and you can sit in it and take your picture
That's
with the
cool.
flaming background in his chair. That is awesome. It's also set up with a stage so that various either cast members or production team members or artists that did concept work are up on a stage, and fans can come by, get autographs, meet them, chat with them. So for the actual fan service, it's very well put together. For looks on the outside, I really like the Aliens Colonial Marine section of the Sega booth. Because the outside looks like part of the bulkheads
that was
from
nice.
the Aliens
Yeah,
ship.
that was nice.
It's
I like
fantastic.
that.
Which me and Rob, we were checking it out for quite a while with one of the what was it? He's the
Oh no! This was a guy who works as a producer at Sega of America, but he was there with the most under-promoted
you
game.
had to request this game. Like it
Yeah.
was not on the show floor to play. You had to specifically ask. So tell how you came.
This is where I talk about what is my definite game of the show, and out of left field, and wasn't even really advertised. I walked up first day one, walking in, saw the Aliens Colonial Marines booth. Quick sweep with my eyes. No, I have to go in here. Didn't know if it was gameplay or if it was a video presentation, whatever. Went through it. A video presentation, impressive. So impressive. That game has me excited. Came out, went around to the front. There's a little white desk where you can pick up like stickers and cards and some pins. The pins are 16-bit sprite-style art of aliens, Marines, and the actual aliens from the movies. Face huggers, a chest burster, all this stuff. There's like 5 pins. And I said, oh, are these like a retro design promo for the Colonial Marines? No, those are for Alien Infestation on the DS. Well, where's the booth for that? Well, there isn't one. We'll phone the guy that has it, and he'll come over, and maybe you can try it out.
And this guy was supposedly like super excited to learn that somebody actually wanted to play this
Yeah.
game.
So
we
I'm-
might have been the only ones at this show that actually played this game.
Yeah.
I
that's
heard
crazy.
about it, so I heard about it that day, but I didn't get a chance to go back. So I insisted on bringing. Well, Pete met up with me this morning outside while I was playing Shinobi and checking it out and enjoying it.
I was playing Sonic Generations. I mean, what
Yeah.
else? Which is good, by the way. It's good.
And so they told me, by the way, the guy with, because I asked again about this Aliens game, Matt will be coming with it, and you can check it out. And so he finally shows up, and I go over, I shake his hand, I chat with him for a bit, and he lets me start it up. And the first words out of his mouth were, well, it's kind of a side-scrolling Metroidvania type game, and so, done.
Besides for the Alien franchise.
Alien franchise, fully supported by 20th Century Fox, given free license to use all of the assets of that franchise, make a story that's a 2D Metroidvania.
Now, this is going to excite a lot of people. It's from the same developers that did the Shantae series on Game Boy Color and the DSiWare, which is a phenomenal platforming series. And the part that excites me about this game the most is that it's actually sort of in a roguelike style. So think Super Metroid, Castlevania, where you can continuously continue, you know, but in this game, if you lose all of your characters, you restart back at the beginning of the game. Now, there's a certain mechanic to that, which, Rob, I guess I'll let you explain it.
Okay. Basically, how it works is you start with a squad of 4 characters. Those 4 characters are interchangeable at save points. They have slightly different abilities, but their gear, weapons, etc. are always the same. As you progress through the game, if one of them dies, they are dead. They are dead. So if you have one of them die and then save your game, you revert to that save. That character's dead. That's it. However, you can rescue other Marines as you go through, and they will go into a backup roster, which you can then shuffle around as well at save zones. So you have a squad of 4 at all times. But every time one of them dies, they're gone. One of the roster shuffles in. If you run out of Marines, your game is completely over.
Like Marvel Alliance, kind of like that. Like you die and then.
Yeah, that's it. If you run out of heroes,
It's over.
Yeah,
the game is over.
Which I asked him, I forget exactly how I brought up the subject, but I'm like, so, you know, how does the continues work in this game? And like, you could tell he was scared to tell me that when you die for good, the game is over, you got to restart. And I'm like, that is awesome. And he was kind of surprised.
That is awesome.
Well, that's old school.
That's old school.
That's the way it
That's
used to
old
be.
school.
Yeah.
That's
It's
how
like, because
we
he's here
play it.
pitching this game to us for like ever. And that's probably the most make or break part for a lot of people. And
Yeah.
I was pretty actually happy to hear it.
I was so excited about
So
this game.
it brings tension to, you know, you got to conserve your bullets and everything. And you got to really...
When does it come out?
Comes out. Now here's the other kicker. This game will be out in October.
Oh wow.
It is ready
Right
for
around the
release
corner.
now. So he wasn't showing us a demo. He was showing us
That's what game.
the full release beta cartridge.
It finished 2 months ago making it, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, have another game for that month.
So yeah.
No, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is not 3DS, Nintendo DS,
Yeah.
which they were demoing it on a DSi XL, and it looked
Beautiful.
gorgeous. By the way, another game by that same house, Contra 4. They were the ones that resurrected Contra and did such an amazing job. So awesome. That's my surprise game of the show, and that was my favorite.
Definitely also, well, unfortunately that game I can't remember the freaking name of. I feel terrible, but...
Dynamite Ducks, I think also.
Terrible. It's
Dynamite Ducks 3D.
The 3D.
Yeah, open world. You know, you play as Bean.
Sandbox
explore
duck.
the world.
So like, yeah.
It was Aquacalypse
MMO.
now, Dynamite
Oh, an
Redux.
MMO of Dynamite Ducks. You all have different colored ducks. You play the game now.
Yeah.
Oh, you can imagine what they would do with that.
Yeah, never again.
You know?
That's
Would that be
hilarious.
Aquacalypse now, Dynamite Redux?
Oh, look at this guy.
Look at this guy.
Absolutely.
This guy. Maybe we should start about how we all met at this. Where are we at?
Nice.
Oh, this PAX thing. You know what? I'll honestly admit my brain is blown.
There's the only one, man.
So much shit going on. I'm like, and we're doing this, and then we got a party right afterwards. We've been so busy the whole weekend, but we all met the other night at the Cheesecake Factory at 5 o'clock.
That was Thursday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday night, yeah.
Yeah, and it was so amazing that on Facebook I'd invited all these different channels to come, like the Game Chasers, the Retro Hunters, you know, all of our individual channels, Frasier, Stirring Craig. Am I forgetting anybody? Playalives. I always get his name. Yes. Terence from ChargeBackForward. Terence from ChargeBackForward. Big Mike couldn't make it. We're very, very sad about that. But the amazing thing about it was everybody showed up.
Yeah.
Too many people showed up.
Yeah.
I actually went across the road and I said to them, I said, can we make that reservation from 20 to 30 people? So happy I did that. There was the exact amount of people that we actually needed, you know? So everybody showed up and it was incredible. Everybody interacted really well. Everybody had a really good time. Everybody I talked to had a really good time there. So.
Yeah.
And you were the last guys to show up. So tell us about your landing, coming.
Yeah, but we got on the same flight out of Arizona.
Yeah.
And we had some corn dogs at the airport.
Corn dog nuggets, the small ones you get at Nathan's.
They were amazing.
Bomb.
Yeah.
Something in the States. We don't get them.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, we landed, got the rental car, and then head straight to the
Cheesecake Factory.
Factory. Thank you.
Yeah.
And it was cool. I mean, my priority this weekend was really to hang out with my friends and see you guys. Right. That was that was my priority was that, kind of like Terence was saying earlier, hang out with my friends first, maybe the expo hall second, and then panels would be like kind of third, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of my priority list. And this is like my highlight right now so far, talking to you guys, having this podcast
Yeah,
live.
definitely.
Yes.
Tonight is going to be epic with the Game Deals party. We can talk more about that later.
Well, we should probably talk about that next week. Because it hasn't happened yet. So
Yeah.
anything that might happen there, we'll keep a surprise for next week. So
A lot of people are expected to show up.
A lot of people are expected to show up.
It's going to be epic.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to this party tonight. It's going to be really amazing. So many different people from so many different channels meeting each other. Some for the first time. So could be some exciting news next week. And we'll leave it for definitely then. But yeah, no, the dinner went really well, as we said, and then the next day we got up and I was up at what time are you up at, Robin? Or Rob and Terence have been getting up at like 5:30 in the morning.
I was up at 5:30 in the morning on Friday.
Wow.
I was straight out of bed, into the shower, cleaned up, downstairs, coffeeed, and wandering around the city at 6 in the morning because nothing was open.
Just wandering.
Just wandering, checking the streets within about a
6 a.m.
radius. And then I finally got into Walgreens to get my Rockstar energy drinks to help get me through the day. Stopped by an ATM, got my cash, and still had way too much time to kill wandering around waiting for everyone to wake up.
That's the thing about PAX. You get wired.
Well,
how are you guys doing
I
for
forgot
that?
to mention, okay?
Yeah.
When I came to PAX,
Oh, yeah,
I
this
was
is
up
great.
for 29 hours straight.
Yeah.
So when I get to the hotel to meet all the guys on Thursday at like 1 or 2 o'clock, I walk in and I'm like, I'm a zombie.
Okay, so I want to add to that and go to the enhanced version of that. We're all sitting in the lobby about 12:30 to 1, waiting for everybody to show up. And then I thought Pete was going to phone, and the phone hasn't rung, so I thought,
I called them, but apparently it was some like random woman's number. And
Oh yeah, I did that on purpose. I didn't want you to actually phone me.
Hello.
That was weird
his
because
mom.
we checked and the numbers were right.
Yeah.
Something kind of weird happened there. I don't know. But all of a sudden I hear this, hey Johnny, and I look, and there's Pete. His eyes are like shut. Okay? And he's like holding some bags. He's like, I haven't slept in 29 hours. I'm like,
It's fucking awesome.
what the hell happened?
You
It took
were like-
29 hours to cut his hair because he's cut his hair all the time.
Yeah.
No, but I couldn't get to sleep the night before PAX, and the day before I woke up early so that I'd be able to fall asleep to get some sleep before PAX. And then I had my first plane ride ever, so I was on the plane and I wanted to get some sleep on there.
That's huge.
And then there were two
Yeah.
kids in front of me crying and kicking, and it was very uncomfortable, so I could not sleep. So I got here and I'm like, I have to go get some sleep, so I went upstairs and I might have got maybe an hour or two of sleep because the room service lady woke me up in the middle
Room
of that.
service!
Yeah.
Room service.
At what time?
And
Don't lie, Pete. That was a stripper you called over.
I don't know what time it
Escort
was.
service.
That was an escort service. Don't
So
lie.
generally, I had like maybe 2 or 3 hours sleep maximum. But the funny thing is, the first day of PAX, I was still, or Thursday it was, I was still wired with energy. I
Yeah.
was just feeding off everybody else, meeting everybody. I didn't feel
Yeah.
tired at all, and I didn't drink any energy drinks. So it was
It's adrenaline.
No.
adrenaline, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just chime in? As from my own experience, when these guys walked in to the restaurant, I went into fits of nerdish fanboy glee to see all four of these guys in the same room. Johnny and I, we've been hanging out forever, but
Yeah, we're old hats.
I've met John. I've met
Yeah,
John.
that was Johnny.
I've met John maybe twice, three times
3
now.
times,
Yeah.
4 times maybe.
Jason and Pete walked in, seeing all four of them together, it just blew my mind, and that's when my head exploded. And then Terence shows up, Playalives I've seen around here.
Yeah, I don't get
DJ,
about him.
I'm fully clothed
But then
this
meeting the
time.
Game Chasers, that also, and then to have all of these guys that I've
Yeah,
been
it's
watching
pretty
that I
trippy.
feel like I know.
Yeah.
And then but it was like that.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they came in, there was no awkward getting to know you, no nothing. Everyone was
Yeah.
chatting like we'd known each other forever.
And I'm so easily fan struck with people, like when I see like Craig from Squirt, I'm like, oh my god, it's Craig, and then the Game Chaser guys, I'm oh my god, it's the Game Chasers.
Yeah.
It's just you get pretty excited because we're all part of the same kind of community. It's really great to see everybody coming together, and that's what PAX allows. It allows a lot of people to come together. But I'm like, what is your Rob? I got to chime in and.
I thought the Human Centipede was the thing coming.
Oh, look at this guy!
Absolutely.
Look at this guy!
Jeez.
That's a sequel, isn't it? Like when
Come
18
together.
people together.
They are coming
Yeah.
out with a sequel, yeah.
Are they?
That's what the party's going to be about tonight. We're going to see how many YouTubers we can attach as one.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And Jason's going to eat the poutine first.
I'd subscribe to
And
that.
then see how much poutine comes out the other side.
If Pete's gonna be in line for that shit.
And people will be in line for that shit. That's pretty good. That's not bad.
Pre-order those tickets.
But I'm going to I want to hear Rob's take on it. This is actually Rob's first convention ever. So
Really?
his brains are exploding. It's fantastic to see. It's really exciting to see. Like, how can you just like sum that up? How can you sum PAX up your experience so far?
Sweet fucking Jesus.
Yes, my son.
That's about it. I mean, okay, just for a quick summary rundown of all the things that have happened to me that have made this so mind-blowing.
Oh, let me get a seat there.
Get
Oh,
comfy.
We've heard this
boy.
1 million
Okay.
times already, but
I met all of the All Gen gamers. I got a hardcover copy of the Mega Man tribute art book signed by 2 of the guys. I met the Megas and saw them play live. I watched a concert last night that had video game orchestra, mini bosses, Metroid Metal, and MC Fernlot. I've met FemShep. I've seen amazing games. I saw a DS game I didn't even know existed. The floor has been spectacular, and at no point have I ever felt tired or like anything was dragging on. It has been the most amazing, fantastic, uplifting, and this is very important, revitalizing experience for me. I'll be honest, my passion for gaming over the last few months has dwindled to where I thought it was gone. It was really going downhill.
especially with all the Capcom stuff that was going on. It's kind of burning you out.
Not just that, but also, I mean, like, I've been working a lot, I haven't had time to play a lot of games,
Yeah,
and then
true.
I stopped wanting to make it a priority. Coming here woke all of that back up. And
Yeah.
it's like a fire in my veins. I'm just so excited.
The excitement of being a gamer, right?
Yes,
You know,
and it's
like, yeah,
back.
yeah.
And so it's just been such an incredible wake-up call, and
Yeah.
I have to thank all of you guys for helping make this experience so great, and for being here.
Hey, fucking same for you, man. You gotta tell the story about Mass Effect and your wife and all that.
Yeah, because
And
this won't be out. She'll get to see this before this comes out. So
Oh yeah, for sure. It won't change anything, right?
this was the most amazing thing. I was standing as we were talking to Matt about alien infestation.
Yes.
I saw a girl in the background. She pulled out a glossy 8x10 of the female Shepard character from Mass Effect 3, autographed by, I could only assume, the voice actress. And I ran over and I said, "Excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but where did you get that? Because my wife would love it." And she said, "FemShep's up at the BioWare booth handing them out and signing them." Gone. Flaming sneaker prints on the ground as I ran through.
Back to the Future stuff.
Oh yeah, 8 miles an hour, gone. And I got there, they were out of the 8x10 glossies, but she was taking pictures with the fans. Terence from ChargeBackForward, he's there with me.
Terence from ChargeBackForward.
Terence from ChargeBackForward.
Big Mike.
Big Mike, who is not here. Terence from ChargeBackForward. Good Lord Almighty.
So he's got his camera and she's allowing people to take pictures. And he says, "I can do video." And I said, "Do you think I can get her to talk? Do you think I can get her to do something? Talk, like do the voice?" And so we figured, may as well give it a shot. So when my turn for a picture came up, I had an inflatable Omni tool that I wanted to sign.
He calls it an inflatable object.
He calls
That's what
it,
he
but-
calls it.
Inflatable.
We know what it really is.
That I was hoping she would sign. But I went up and I said, instead of a photo, look, let me explain. My wife is...
Can I get a blowjob? Can that be too much convenience?
Just right here on the spot, baby.
Just right here.
job.
It'll only take 5 minutes.
It'll only take a minute, girl. No means no.
No means no.
So I explained to her my wife is 6 months pregnant. We have a 2-year-old. She's at home taking care of the kids with her parents, staying to help her out. She really wanted to be here. She loves Mass Effect.
And she's in love with you.
She's played the FemShep character all the way through, all the campaigns, and I've watched through the story. It's been fantastic. Would you be willing to say a little message to her in the female Shepard voice? My friend has a camera with a microphone. Didn't even bat an eye. She said, "Absolutely. Get the microphone. Let's do it. What do you want me to say?" And I asked her to say, "I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite gamer on the Citadel." And she absolutely did it. And then as Terence was putting the camera away, she sort of stopped. She waved him to stop and bring it back up. She looked at me and said, "What's your wife's name?" I said, "It's Tamara." She said, in the Shepard voice, "Tamara, you rock."
Nice.
Yeah,
That's just unbelievable. And then signed the Omni tool as well.
Well, I forget who's filming all of this though.
Terence.
Terence
From where?
Terence from ChargeBackForward. Terence from ChargeBackForward.
And Big Mike, who's not
Couldn't be here. Terence from ChargeBackForward.
Terence, who's Big Mike?
Big Mike's just this guy, you know?
Is he a Big Mike kind of guy?
He's a Big Mike kind of guy.
Nice.
He's a big collector.
Yeah.
Big Mike.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I know who that is. I don't know who that Terence guy is though.
Jeez, this is Terrence guy.
Who's that Terence guy from
Fucking
ChargeBackForward?
hack.
I always said he hung out with Philip.
Yeah. Philip, who?
Terence and Philip.
Oh, Terence and Philip. That's Canadian.
That's
Wow.
right.
He's turning the camera off. He's
No,
like,
I'd have like pretty much battery and
You're probably
and
dead.
memory card. I gotta go.
And
first,
you know, like we can do till next time on this because that's the bit of the podcast that we will record and put it on the show. Absolutely. So wave goodbye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
We love you.
We love you. Long time. Long time.
Tubuku.
Thanks. I didn't want your hand getting fucking tired. Thanks for doing that.
Nah, no problem.
That's awesome.
Thanks, DJ.
That's
You're the man. All right, wave bye to mine. See you guys later out there in La La Land. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
So how are things?
That's how are things going?
And thank you for filming that.
yeah.
Nice. That's a really it's a real historic moment for us.
Yeah,
just personally.
for sure.
That's what it's all about, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, it's just so amazing to be sitting in the same room. We've done 50 fucking podcasts, for Christ's sakes.
56.
You know? 56 fucking podcasts.
Yeah.
And being all over the countries, you know, in different countries to be in the same room is great.
We should mention the YouTube meetup that we had. We didn't even mention that.
Yes, that's
That's
mentioned
fine.
it
That
first.
was
We're gonna-
Friday. We had that 4:00 meetup. We had a good turnout of people. We had close to 50 people show up.
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And for anybody, there's a great photo. I'll try to include it on the All Gen Gamers page as well.
We can Photoshop Jason into the big one again.
Oh, yeah. So
Come on.
what's going on? Okay, now
You guys, we just talked about this. It has been overwhelming. Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot to take in. I honestly, to be honest, I have my days screwed up. I thought it was Saturday today, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was today, and so I went back to do a quick power nap, about 30-minute power nap, and
5 hours later.
I'm there laying
No.
10 minutes.
No, his girlfriend's waving her head. No.
Snoring.
Oh, it was out.
snoring.
I was there an hour. I don't know how long it was.
I heard he was drunk too. He
I
was doing
called this-
drugs.
Here come the rumors.
The meetup was at 4:00. I call this guy at 4:20, and Celeste picks up the phone, and I'm like, "Hi, is Jason there? What's going on?" He's napping. I'm like, "What?"
I know. I'm like,
"Well,
napping?
can you wake him up, please?"
It's
And I
gotta
went
be
to this guy.
called.
He's
So
like,
dumb. This is
"What?
so
What going
Oh,
on?"
bullshit!
No,
That's bullshit! Totally away.
No, you
Totally
won't.
away.
You're like, what? I swear, I'm like, dude, do you know where you're at right now? He's like, no, what's going on? I'm like,
Oh God!
He didn't know a plan.
This guy is-
He was doing drugs.
This guy is so bullshit.
He's cocaine and shit. You know, he's doing
Yeah,
bong
like,
hits.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
like, what
Seattle
the
has
fuck?
great drugs. Seattle's great.
Well,
So-
it was 420.
It was 4:20, exactly. He was fucking-
Which
I was down there lickety shit. I was there in
No.
like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
he was
but you're
so,
like,
and he showed up and he's like totally drugged up.
It's
Totally
so
drugged up.
dumb.
Who am I, man?
You guys
What
know
is this?
listening. You
Is
guys
this the
know the
1970s?
truth. They do this to me. This is the truth. You guys know that they're all bullshit. But you know what? It's okay. You know, I don't mean shit. They couldn't wait for me for the group photo. Fuck.
We couldn't because everybody was splitting up and
everyone
going
was
the separate
splitting
ways.
up.
I know. I'm just.
That's
I'm trying
why.
to get back at you a little bit.
I wish,
I
yeah.
totally understand.
Well, and actually, you know, I posted it up on my Facebook page, and I looked at all these comments. There's so many comments, and then there's this one kid. He's like, "Where's Jason?
sad face.
Where's Jason?"
He's a sad
He says.
face.
Wow, I got.
Go check it out.
Thank you, everyone. I got one person that noticed.
Jason,
No,
and
no.
all you have to say is, who the fuck do you think was holding the camera? And
Hey,
it's
then
off.
I'm back
And
in.
it's off.
Then I'm back in.
Someone said that.
Yeah, and I could, yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
well next year.
You're there in spirit.
You're the man that makes
I'll
magic
Photoshop
happen.
your face on.
I guess
Photoshop his
I'm
face
behind the
on.
scenes all the time. I guess it doesn't.
We'll Photoshop your face on.
It wasn't the
Just put my little head over
Hey,
there.
we did get the picture of the four of us, which was good.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was awesome. And it's really great meeting people who watch our shows. It's pretty overwhelming.
Thank you to anybody that took the time to come out of PAX, which is
Yeah.
hectic as it is,
Yeah,
to come
definitely.
down and meet us. So it was very nice meeting everybody that came.
Yeah,
out.
everybody was super, super nice.
A lot of great
Absolutely.
people.
Like Rob, tell kind about that Ryan guy.
Oh my God, Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay,
If I
first
mention
of
his
all,
last name, he probably wants to be concealed. You know,
No.
I've said anything.
First of all, I have to say this. Ryan, I owe him a debt of thanks because I made a joke meme Facebook picture about the Mega Man Legends being shut down, and I made it say legends die when they are killed, and it was a joke. But some people did see that as a more serious, and I have been pretty negative lately. And his saying that and sort of calling me out on it got me to get really active in trying to bring the game back. And so I owe him for that. He woke me up and opened my eyes. But he came to the dinner.
Yeah.
And he brought
Yes.
all of us gifts.
Oh,
which was
awesome. It's like
You know,
Christmas,
it's-
dude. I'm like,
yeah,
what's going on?
Couldn't believe it,
unbelievable.
yeah.
Yeah.
And personally, he brought me. the bandana from last year, the headband for Mega Man Universe, that were incredibly limited and only given out at the PAX, as far as I know.
Yeah.
And he also gave me the a whole bunch of these Perler Beach sprite art characters from Mega Man, and he made me an 8-bit Rob Man.
That's awesome.
He's been amazing.
He made me some slimes from Dragon Quest, which was amazing.
He got me this projector game at, like, I guess it shoots a duck hunt game where he shoots against a wall and you have to fire at it.
That's cool.
Oh
It's
my
cool.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I also want to thank DJ for hooking me up with the Socrates. He hooked me up with a game he got from Valley Village, and it's unbelievable. He gets these awesome things at Valley Village. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
His whole white Game Gear thing he had, and
That's a whole other episode.
that's a whole other episode.
I know.
He had this really rare, like, white Game Gear.
White Game Gear, only 10,000 of them sold in Japan.
Yeah. Is that what you found out? Only 10,000 sold?
Only 10,000 of them.
And I couldn't even get it appraised how much it's actually
Yeah.
worth.
So there was this panel Retro Roadshow that we went to.
Yeah.
I guess, you know.
I recorded a lot of footage of DJ talking about the Game Gear, and when DJ was talking to the Retro Roadshow guys, they were trying to figure out the appraisal of it. I recorded that, so I'm going to actually upload it as a video on my channel if you guys want to see this thing. Because they had never seen it before. They didn't know how to
He
appraise
stumped
it.
him, man.
Stumped him. That's
true.
right there.
And how much you pay for it, dude? That's unbelievable. You tell him.
$14.99.
That's awesome.
Jeez, that's ridiculous.
Deal.
Yeah.
With a case and everything, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Foam case and everything. So anyway, what did?
Yeah, he brought me a T-shirt with. Can we all say it together? Do we all know what it was?
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. Battlefield Bad Company.
I've never
2.
heard of that game. What is that about?
Oh, it's a platformer.
He gave me a Star Wars
like
shirt
Mario
too.
or something.
He gave me
a Star Wars shirt from the Old Republic, which is awesome.
He gave me the Sonic hacky sack, but he gave me the ice blue Game Boy Pocket, which was stolen from me.
Oh, that's right.
Like back in middle school.
Oh,
And
seriously?
It was
limited
me.
Game
It was
Boy
me,
Pocket.
Pete. I did it.
It was missing the back battery cover, but still, it's just the thought of him getting me that
that's
same
awesome.
console again. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very thoughtful, eh?
An amazing
I mean,
guy.
who does that? I mean, he had to carry all that stuff down. And that box, of the, at least with yours,
Oh, yeah,
that
it
wasn't
was huge.
small.
Yeah.
You know, and since we're talking about it, DJ, again, DJ brought some gifts. One, he made a T-shirt that I'm taking home, and I will show on my channel, you guys, if you want to check it out. It says, "Look at this guy," with an arrow pointing over.
Yeah.
That's my name on the bottom. DJ custom made the shirt.
Custom made.
Awesome.
Yes.
And he also went to EB and he got me Duke Nukem Forever box display. And he got me, God, you got me a couple other things too. You got me Duke maps, like 1,000 Duke 3D maps. And then he got me like this, what is it? It's like an expansion for Duke 3D. So pretty cool, you know. DJ, thanks again. I can thank you in person. You're right here. So.
Yes,
Nice,
no problem.
nice.
man.
Well,
Yes.
while we're on the subject of shirts, just to thank you to Tony, who gave me probably my favorite piece of merch from the show. Probably the best thing I'm going home with is a shirt for Eco, which Sony was giving out at their booth.
Oh,
now
yeah.
the thing is, he's like, "Hey Pete, I got something to give you." I had no idea they were giving this away.
Nice.
So he shows it to me, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" Because the funny thing is, the image that they put on the shirt, the front of it's an orange shirt, but what it is. If I said to myself, if I was ever to get a tattoo, which I probably never will, it's actually the image that I would get on myself, which is sort of, if you know the Japanese European cover of Eco, where it's sort of the silhouette of Eco pulling Yorda. It has that on the front with Never Let Go and then the Eco logo on the back. But still, big thank you to him. And then also, I believe Jason, it was another guy actually right behind Tony who was going to give me the same shirt, but Tony beat him
generous,
to it. But
yeah.
still,
Man,
thank
it's
you to
awesome.
both of them for, and especially Tony for hooking me up with that shirt.
Yeah.
And they were giving away a Shadow of the Colossus one today.
Oh,
which I
yeah,
wasn't
we
in
raced
time
down
for.
there, yeah.
We raced down there, and they had given them all away, and I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like, I'm stalking people with this shirt. I'm like, if I see someone, I'm going to offer them
$20
money
for
it.
your shirt, pal.
If they would have said no, I would have said $40 because you know what?
Pete's going.
Here's like
He is-
40. Go buy yourself a little something.
He is going in deep with this.
Now
because-
that's gangsta.
It's a limited shirt because they probably didn't give many away, and
Yeah.
chances are most of these people are not going to put it on eBay. So
Well, I think some will.
Some will, of course.
Hey, I'll tell you
And I
what,
know who's going to buy it.
$40.
So if you're listening and you have a shirt, PM Pete.
Hook this guy up.
now they know the starting price.
$1 million on eBay. You can retire tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about that 100 times, though. Very generous people out there.
Oh, incredible.
So
God.
it's really kind of surreal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to be here with everyone and see all the nice people out there.
There's so many nice people. Like a guy showed up yesterday called Jason, and he's like, I got something for you, but I'll give it to you tomorrow if I can meet you for like 5 minutes. So me and Pete went out to the convention center at
This
2
is the same
o'clock.
Jason that was there.
Oh, it's the same nice guy.
The guy that just missed,
Yeah.
giving it to me.
And so actually, he gave me a really kind of unique thing. He gave me actually the Dragon Quest anime series on VHS, and
Wow.
he
Oh my
had found
God.
that. So it's kind of something
Wow.
weird and unusual, and
That's awesome.
Yeah, very, very thoughtful, very, very cool. So some amazing people out there, really.
For sure.
really is.
Everybody at PAX, not even just the people we met, but everybody at PAX was so friendly.
Totally.
Yes.
Game developers,
Yeah.
just the
Yeah.
people there in general. Like
Yeah.
if you're in your hotel and you're going up the elevator,
Yeah.
everybody's just so friendly. You know, you meet a stranger for like 30 seconds and you have a conversation with
I
them.
know, like DJ's sitting there just talking to the creator of God of War, like it's like nothing. He's going, "Your games suck, buddy." That's what he said.
Hate those games.
Hate your games. But now I can say it to you in person.
How many games are you gonna keep making? Make a good one.
Yeah. But
That's awesome.
I don't know. There's so much to fucking go on about.
Well, here's a story, Johnny.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to
You
bring
fuck.
up. Yes. I can handle it.
for
And
the
you know
shit,
what?
too. I was.
Today we got to see the anger in the eyes of Mr. Doris. He
Yes,
called
yes.
Johnny a fuck.
Yes.
And you know what? I am a fuck. And you know what? I can take it. Totally. So why don't you tell
That's what they're
them?
saying on the dots, anyway.
Well, okay, let me sum this up. I'm having a look. We're at Pink Gorilla, a used video game store in Seattle.
Oh,
They
the
sell-
actual store?
Yes. Well,
No, the booth.
The booth.
Okay, I was gonna say,
yeah.
what's the store?
I think they got a hell of a selection of great.
Oh, you know, everybody's like, oh, they're going to be overpriced, which they were charging retail prices. Like what this stuff goes for on eBay, they were charging maybe a little bit of a
They were about
markup.
right.
Yeah.
They were very reasonable. And
Yeah.
they had a huge selection. This is probably one of my favorite booths, just the way they had it set up.
Yeah.
Walls and walls of import games, rare games. But they had a couple of things in particular that I don't know if everybody remembers an episode or two ago when we had Splatter Sugar on. There was a game I was trying to recall the name of, which was like Mushashima, something like that.
Musha.
Shimiya
No,
Futari.
not Mushima. Mushima?
Yeah, I don't know. I need to pronounce it too. probably.
Jeff,
Mushima.
Jeff,
It's like
Yeah.
Mushihimiya Futari or whatever.
There you go.
I'll be calling you up for that pronunciation.
So I was trying, like, tons of people have been recommending, because lately I've been in the shoot 'em up.
Splatter Trigger was really going on.
Everybody
about.
was recommending this game to me.
Yeah.
And I went there with the sole purpose to find this game.
Yeah.
And I had a feeling they might have had it, which they did, so I had my eye on it. But I said to Johnny, look at all these gaming soundtracks in here. They
Yeah.
have-
So he started this all off. Hey Johnny, check out all this candy. Yeah.
and they had the Einhander soundtrack in there
Yeah.
for $30. So
I got the MP3s of it, obviously, but yeah, this is the actual soundtrack.
I was gonna buy that. And I also picked up a copy of Pop Full Mail and Sega CD, which was in really good
There's
condition.
another story about that we can go on about, remember?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
it's a funny one.
But then they also had that Musha shit, whatever the hell game.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Musha
oh, so I'm like-
shit.
So I go to Johnny.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just showing Johnny.
So, okay, so from my point of view, Pete has said to me, "Hey Johnny, look at all this beautiful candy here. And look, I'm getting this big piece of candy that I know that you like. But look over
I
there.
like as well.
But look over there, there's a bigger piece of candy that I'm going to get as well. And that looks really good because all the other children were telling us about the piece of candy. What did I do? I wanted another big piece of candy and I bought it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Before P could.
What did you get?
Well, it wasn't before P could. I just said the game is $50. Here's a $50 bill. Thank you, sir.
He didn't even know what it was when he was buying.
I absolutely knew what it was. I absolutely
Wait a minute.
knew
Wait,
what it
this
was.
is
What game
so.
is this? What game is this?
How do you pronounce it again?
Oh fuck!
Oh, is that game right there?
It was that.
It's a bullet hell shooter. It's one of those. It's right up my alley. I loved Death Smile.
But
Oh, so you got Game Deals Ikaruga.
Yeah. Well, no, it's a little bit different.
But
he's
Did
egging
you tell
me
him
on.
about it?
This
Did you
is-
tell him about it, and then he bought it?
I said, oh, hey, Johnny, look at this is the game that everybody was talking about.
And it's all the other young boys want.
Yes. But don't forget, this is also the game that coined my phrase "original or get the fuck out." And
Oh yeah,
it
yeah.
is the Platinum Hits version.
Yes, no, but yeah, absolutely. But Japan Platinum Hits is different than American Platinum
It's
Hits.
Platinum Hits.
It doesn't matter. Japanese games are automatically just a bit cooler. So a Platinum Hits from Japan, I'll take inside of me. Absolutely. Listen. He's just so upset. Like when I grabbed it off and they're cutting it off for me, he's just looking up at this big piece of candy, and I'm like this big fat greedy kid going, "Give it to me."
I can see you turning into Spy on Team Fortress and just stabbing the
like
shit out of him
strawberry
right
red.
there.
It's probably for the better though, because I'm gonna need the money now that I'm gonna be trapped here for a few more days.
He's seeing the bright side of it, which is good.
Yeah. But I couldn't resist going back there today, and I wanted to ask you. That's right. The Ease, Oath, and Felghana soundtrack, like the box set. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Was the purple one?
yeah.
The purple box set?
How much do you think that's worth?
Actually not that much because I think it's a counterfeit. It's about $30 to $40.
Theirs is a count. No, I don't think they sell counterfeits.
Well, it's actually it is because I think Splatter Trigger told me that he ordered the same money. He's like, it's actually.
But would this
counterfeit.
place really sell a counterfeit though?
Sure.
They may not know.
I don't know.
They may not know.
Here at PAX? Is that what you're talking
No, I don't think they would.
Yeah.
I mean, they were selling
well-
it for $75. I was about to buy it, and I put it back.
Maybe actually, did you look at the slipcases?
She didn't want it. It had the slipcase on the outside, like the cardboard little. Like it had.
Then it might be
Do you
legit.
think it's worth
because
70?
the one that I got off eBay was rather cheap, and I was suspicious of how cheap it was. You open it up, it's got all the CDs in there, but it doesn't have any slip.
I searched eBay for completed listings, and there were none on there. Do you think it's worth $75?
Is it worth it to you for $75?
The music is so good, but
The music is excellent, but
Am I
all you really
really-
need is the
yeah.
original soundtrack in your set.
No.
I'd really recommend it. It's all arranged versions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're all arranged, so I don't know.
Well, I did buy the Klonoa soundtrack, the original, because when I bought that, just like you, years ago, mine was also a counterfeit, so I bought the official one this time.
Yeah.
You can tell the difference.
Do you know why? It's probably legit then. If it has a slipcase on the side, definitely. It seems to make sense.
I doubt they'd be selling it.
They wouldn't raise the
They
price on it
seem
that much.
because this is also they sold a sealed copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga for $500,
Fuck
which
yeah.
was brought up at that Retro Roadshow
God.
panel and
Sealed. I mean,
Sealed, factory sealed. It's
Yeah.
unreal.
Yeah.
Let's just see that game. Go for that.
There's another booth at Reset Games. Oh my! You guys see the pricing of some of these games?
disgusting.
It's kind of unfortunate.
They
you know
had
what I mean?
Turtles 2, the arcade game for the NES, selling for $33 loose.
That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
but no,
Loose.
but the kicker, you guys, the kicker is that the label was
Yeah, it's-
completely torn, ripped, water damage. It looked, it faded. I mean, it was disgusting.
yeah.
And their booth was busy.
That's
No, I don't think people were buying much shit. I mean,
People are
Tetris-
looking,
People were looking and then walking
Tetris
away.
loose for NES for 17. They had Super Mario Brothers loose for 11.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah. You know how much that game's worth.
I'd get a line up for that shit. No, I wouldn't.
Their price is kind of varied.
What?
Their price is kind of varied. Some of their stuff I saw was actually kind of low, but then I
Yeah.
saw like Super Mario World and they had like 6 copies of it for like $22 each.
Yeah,
Right.
their Game Boy Advance games are actually pretty reasonable. I saw like F-Zero for $3 and
Really?
Super Mario Advance for like 12, and that's reasonable.
I got my last story to say because it's to do with me and Pete. And what Pete picked up Potful Mail, a game me and Rob used to play a lot when we were younger. Driving it. That's a whole other story. But the funny thing is, I saw this guy the other day walking down the street, and my mind went, "I know who that is. I know who that is." And then I woke up this morning with a massive boner in bed, and I realized I remembered who it was. I'm like, it's Victor Ireland from Working Designs.
You saw Victor Ireland?
I saw Victor Ireland. So I was very excited about this, and I tell Pete, and Pete's like, "Oh my god, if I could, actually no, we were at the,
We
later
were walking
on.
down, we were walking in the convention, and
I'm
I'm
like-
like, I could get it signed. I have Popful Mail at my hotel.
Yeah, because I saw the guy again, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's fucking Victor Ireland. I said, I think it is. And
Now you were pretty sure.
I was pretty sure, but we got the Jason who's walking around at that point, another Jason, not Jason Honey, to look it up in his smartphone. Victor Ireland. But I went to 5 pictures of the guy. I look at him, I'm like, fucking it's him. So he's there. This guy, he's there with his girlfriend. I walk up to him, I'm like, and I get the hand up in the air, This guy's much,
He's very
and I'm
tall.
like. And I'm like, Victor! And he turns around to me, big smiling face, looks at me and goes, who's Victor? And I'm like, he's like, I'm not Victor. I'm like, oh. It's actually funny to embrace your own embarrassment and enjoy it.
And I was recording this, but I did.
Oh, yeah, it's on tape.
you
So you said that. It was kind of funny. I'm like,
Deleted it?
Because because I only have so much room on.
Everyone's gonna, for sure. When we go back, I'll go back home. I'll look up a picture of Victor Island. There'll be some Asian guy, for Christ's sake. This guy was some big fat white guy. I just sworn that was him. Jeez.
I think the most messed up part of this story right here is that you got a boner over some random dude.
Well, it happens. Actually, not random. I have a list of them. I wake up in the morning. I'm like, Terence from ChargeBackForward.
ChargeBackForward.
Terence from ChargeBackForward. And I always end it with a big mic. Oh yeah. Beautiful. But that's the only story I have left from PAX. I'm gonna bring up right now. That was funny though. That was funny.
I wanted to ask at that pink gorilla stand. Did you guys happen to see, just out of curiosity, that Akujimo no Dracula Ultimate Sound Collection? It's a big box of every track from Castlevania.
No, I know exactly.
Oh, I was looking at that on
about.
eBay. How much were they charging for it?
No,
I'm asking if it was there. I've looked at it on eBay and they wanted $700 and something.
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
That's overmarked on eBay.
Yeah, how much did it originate for?
When I checked Japan, it goes for like 300-ish.
Yeah, that's about right.
Pusher. I may be in touch.
That's an expensive fucking soundtrack, but it is complete.
Pete and his Yahoo auctions.
Yeah, it's like everything, including like Kid Dracula, which is like the most spin-off of spin-off.
I have all the MP3s of it. Of the entire album, but
I want the actual album.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Next to Mega Man, Castlevania is one of my top.
It's
favorite
excellent.
Series.
Yeah, you guys were at the concert last night. The music was awesome.
The mini bosses played the Castlevania 2 medley, and I just wept open.
Oh, and Terence from ChargeBackForward.
Who
captured? Captured Rob and my friend Andrew's reactions and Playalives. Reactions to the music and Pete's.
And DJ.
Oh, and DJ was there. I went home. I was back to the hotel. I was exhausted. So I can't wait to see the reactions.
Yeah,
Metroid, Castlevania.
I haven't figured out how that's gonna go, but I can't wait to watch. See it again on a bigger screen because I couldn't even look at it through the camera because I was holding Playalives camera in one.
We always get your name fucked up with Playalives.
Pete knows what's up.
Right.
And so does John.
Yeah.
So I'm holding Jeff's phone because it's got a huge ass light on it. So because I knew I had to, because obviously in the crowd it's dark, right? So I'm lighting Ron, and it's the most demonic thing I've ever seen. He's just like, the devil horns are out. Like he's like just like it looks like he's getting like raped or something, but enjoying it. And that's one thing. I went to 2 panels, and both panels talked about rape at some point in a joke. So I don't know what the hell was going on.
Okay, we haven't been talking about rape all weekend.
Yeah, we guys got to bring up rape some more. But anyways, going from Rob to Pete, and Pete was as always. Pete was smooth and cool. He's like, yeah, man, I'm taking this. Head's bobbing a little bit.
Surrounded by chicks.
The harem here. And then we go over to Jeff, and he crushes this plastic cup in his hand, and everything explodes.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to seeing that and then sharing it with everyone. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be fucking excellent. So that was good last night, the music.
Oh, the music was amazing.
That's great.
Awesome.
Except for MC Frontal Lot.
Yeah, and
unfortunately,
MC, shut the fuck up, man. That guy sucks.
And they call it nerdcore rap or something.
Nerdcore.
No,
Not for
explain
me.
what the problem was, Pete. Why that was bad though? Like the acoustics were bad at her.
Yeah, you couldn't understand what he was saying.
He's going.
The lyrics, like Rob has explained, the lyrics are good. Like they have a song around Zork, text adventures.
It's basically a song about text adventures, and he's an amazing wordsmith when he weaves the lyrics into it. But if you can't understand, because he speaks very fast,
it just sounds like gibberish. That is just.
Yeah.
Can you give us an example, Terence? What did he sound like? So you guys are standing there.
Yeah.
What does it sound like?
So, and the thing is we're able to. My friend Sean and Miriam, they were able to get us all seats up at the balcony, so we didn't have to stand in general down low. So we're going up the stairs. Rob's like, oh, this MC fronts a lot. Oh, he's so good. And Rob's rapping some lyrics, but I couldn't figure out if he was talking to me or if he was reciting a song, right? So I'm like, okay, I think Rob's a little crazy at this point, but he's a little close. It's gonna be good. So long story short, we watched the end of Video Game Orchestra, which they were great. They did some Final Fantasy stuff and whatever. It was cool. They played like the theme from Final Fantasy X, like the piano theme. Oh,
Xanarkin.
Isn't that nice?
I was weeping, man. Like that is if there was one video game soundtrack that wasn't like from Falcom that I could take to a desert island, it would be Final Fantasy X. Anyway, so Sir Frontalot comes on and they show like a world premiere of a new video. I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's interesting, right? And then he comes out And he's shoving the microphone like 3 inches into his mouth, and and the music's playing. And the problem is his bassist, the drummer, and the dude that was keying keyboards, which sound like guitar for most of the time. These guys are pretty talented. They're hopping all around. They got their own jigs happening. Like they're a band by themselves. And this numbnuts comes on. He's like, I look over at Pete, I look at Jeff, I look at everyone. I'm looking at people in the row in front of us, and all I see is the fingers going up to the ears to plug them. And this crap went on for like 40 minutes. It sounded like someone was like choking a cat.
Wow.
It could
Get in the microphone and let us see. I want to hear what it sounded like.
make out with it.
Make out with it.
Everyone's like, yeah, see that? It's like, shut the fuck up, man. You got like an encore.
He sings this.
Terence was getting so pissed.
Oh, they did an encore?
It's coming back on stage. No.
They were the only
And then
ones that got
knocked
called
up
back for an
another man.
encore too. When he said this is the final song, I think it was you and Andrew, like, or someone screamed like,
Rob did apologize when it was done. He's like, I'm sorry, man, this is different. Like, I'll send you the MP3s. I'll send you all the MP3s. You gotta listen to it. I'm really sorry about that.
felt horrible.
Well, Rob, if you liked it, and you have recordings of it that sound good.
I like the MP3s I've got.
Okay.
Even I agree with these guys that was like somebody took a
acoustics
razor
are
blade,
fucked up.
shoved
The
it in
sound-
a blender,
the sound
and
is
it
wrong.
I know more of
fucking
anybody. If someone doesn't know how to run sound, it can mess up. It can make great artists sound bad.
That was definitely a student working
Okay,
that sound.
this was so bad that if you, Jay, had been there, you would have run into that sound booth, boot fucked the guy, garroted him, cut him on, like times, hung him by his tongue, and then remixed it yourself, and it would have been beautiful.
Okay, I'm gonna defend MC Shut the Fuck Up for a little bit, because what I really became aware of is after what's it called, Metroid Metal came out, and they were pretty solid. I was really impressed with them as a group, but damn, the acoustics were failing them. So as great as it sounded, it just sounded like waves of noise, and every like track sounded the same. So the acoustics of the Paramount Theater really do not do music justice, because it is like a beautiful old building, but I don't know. Like if you had a professional like mixing that, then maybe it would work. But
Well, I guarantee you that the bands that were playing here, at least at this event, probably didn't have the budget, because it sounded like they were doing music all day. Both days, and I just don't think that they really have the budget to get the nice gear to do it, or even someone who knows what they're doing back there. So maybe in another time.
Well, while you guys were doing that, Jason and I were hitting up the arcade.
Oh yeah,
Dorky's Arcade in Tacoma again. I was there last week. I was in Seattle for work. I went there the first time, and I'm like, Jay, you gotta hit this up, man.
Yeah.
So we called Jay. We went with Billy and Jay from Game Chasers. Pat, the NES punk, was there.
Right.
And it was a good time. We went to a Dorky's. What's your impression of the arcade?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, John, you mentioned Ground Control, which is a nice arcade in Portland, where I'm from, and you said it's like that. It's similar to that. They have it's funny. The name's Dorky's, and I was like, wow, that's dorky, John.
Yeah.
It's dorky. But it's excellent. It's actually really, really good arcade. We showed up, and, it's just like you'd imagine. It's all dark. We got neon lights. We got all kinds of stuff going on. They have like almost 100 pinballs.
Yeah, well, 100 machines total.
Oh, 100 machines total.
Yeah, so they probably had like 25 to 30 pinballs and like 70 machines.
God, yeah, it looked like they had tons of them.
The owner came out to us and talked to us. Dude, here's a funny story. Okay, we're with Billy and Jay, right?
Oh God.
And this guy comes up, the bouncer comes up to me, and he's like, "You're the Game Chasers, right?" And Billy's like, yeah, we're the Game Chasers. He's like, "Oh man, I'm a huge fan. I love the show." And Billy's like, "Do you know who these guys are?" And he's pointing at Jason and I. And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, he's your camera crew, right? They're your camera crew."
We're sitting there butt-fucking each other.
We gotta look at each other. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, whatever.
That's fucking hilarious.
It was hilarious.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was cool. And then we went, he's
story.
like, let me take you to the owner. So we talked to the owner. She took us in the back room.
In the green room.
The green room.
Back room.
Yeah, I know. But it was cool. She had machines back there. She had Ninja Gaiden was back there.
Yeah, which really rare cab. Yeah.
She had some really rare cabinets. We're like, "Where do you find these?" She's like, "Oh, Craigslist."
Oh wait, so you're talking about the old Ninja Gaiden?
Yeah.
The 2D one?
Yeah.
Up in the guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah,
Wait,
the
Donnie had
arcade
the razor
cap,
blade
the
in your
original
button?
one.
I love that one.
I was like, what?
You know what's crazy? I actually have the soundtrack to that. Of the original one. It's
They
really
had some
wild.
awesome
Yeah.
machines. That KI cabinet.
Yeah, they had Killer Instinct. I played that a lot.
The
They,
Tron.
Was there a good
pinball.
Killer Instinct cabinet?
it was actually, yeah.
it's a nice
yeah,
little
one
game.
of the, it was a good
It
one.
was pretty packed.
Yeah.
I mean, it was decent. You know, it wasn't like packed, but it was decent.
Yeah.
crowd
And then
for
this guy over here, Mr. Donkey Kong, steps up. He saw a high score of, what was it? It was a high score of like 80
81,
something.
yeah.
So I stand there. I'm watching him play. He having a really good game going. You got to
This
like
fucking
what?
drunk guy behind me is
Oh
like,
my God.
oh man, good play. Like, if you see King Kong, I love that fucking movie.
And
Oh,
this guy
my
is just jibber jabbering, and John is totally holding his composure, and he is just kicking ass. He got to like 60,000 some on one life, right, or
amazing.
something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And so we're like, all right, let's just keep going. Drunk guy left, and John, you got to what was it?
It's like 95 or something.
95,
94.
96.
pretty good
something.
stuff.
We're trying to go for kill
Second
streak.
time around. What?
Trying to go for kill streak.
Kill screen over here.
We were just going to 100,000, right? You
Yeah.
know, it was awesome. So you played.
It was
good.
cool. It was
Yeah.
cool. It really handled well. They had a cocktail Donkey Kong cabinet too, which you don't see. You
Super
sit down
rare.
on one table,
Super
and
rare.
it's just
Yeah.
pretty rare. So pretty cool place. The only thing that would have made it better was if they were playing Porky's while you're at Dorky's. That would have been cool because they had like TVs playing old like movies.
And you're
shit.
thinking about like old pornographic movies from the 80s at that time.
That's not a pornographic movie.
Well, it kind of is.
He always
It was
is.
actually,
That's like American Pie for the.
that
80s,
was
though.
actually really like super restricted at that time. It was
Oh,
really, yeah.
The shower scene was awesome.
All they
I remember
showed
as
are
a kid,
titties.
like,
Oh, and
they're looking through the peephole, like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
classic.
It is a
I used-
classic
I used to
movie.
rewind that shit. and
You know
play
what? I remember as a kid, like Porky's was like the most dirtiest movie
Oh my
ever.
God.
Porky. Even I was scared to watch it. I'm like, I don't want to see anybody's Porky.
Hey,
You know, seriously.
and the teacher that ended up grabbing the guy's jaw.
Oh,
her name
the
was
classic scene.
Miss Ballbreaker grabs
Like
it, just starts
fucking
like almost
rip.
ripping it off.
Like banging it.
Oh man,
I gotta watch Porky's again.
Miss
man.
Ballbreaker. I
I have it on
have the
Laserdisc.
On laser. He's got it on laser
Laserdisc.
disc. Porky's on laser disc.
I have the
Remastered.
Atari video
Remastered
game
Gold
complete
Edition.
in box of
Do you?
Porky's. Yeah.
Wow.
What?
I have an Atari computer video game of Porky's complete in
They
box.
were going to release
Wow.
Porky's for the ColecoVision. There's actually a home that never was. I don't think officially released, but I have it on the multi-cart that they have the ROM on, which is it's pretty interesting. Porky's.
Well, we got confessions of all the Porkies here. You know.
yeah,
I mean, I guess the last thing we'll mention is GameWorks.
yeah. So
We all played there.
We all
Yeah.
met up at GameWorks, which I've never been to one before, which is owned by Sega, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They don't. Don't they have one in where you live? No.
not around by me, no.
No.
That's the first thing I said to him. He's like, I've never been here, and I'm like, you know it's owned by Sega, right? And he's like, yeah, I know. It's crazy.
And they had Jason and I. We played one of the coolest games there, Dead Water Pirate or something.
that was cool.
Oh yeah.
That was cool.
Excellent two-player.
Terence was in the middle doing this whole wheel shit.
Yeah, I jumped in between these guys because there's actually a steering wheel. It's one of those sit-in two-player.
It's a game from Namco too, and it's
And
It's
so,
excellent looking.
so there's a steering wheel that very much all you have to do is spin it like a madman in one direction to to avoid getting hit or something at very key moments. And so I sit in there disrupting these boys' great game, and then when it's my turn to do it, I actually start turning the wheel in the wrong direction. So just that movement, there was no way I could spin that wheel quick enough. So when the timer ran out, I was successful. So I just basically got them both hit, and then I hung my head in shame, and then was appropriate left.
Nice.
Nice.
When,
Yeah,
did,
it was
that, when did
great.
that game come out, Pete?
it's recent. No,
2000,
it's like,
2009. I saw it.
Yeah.
2009.
2009, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Nice. Beautiful looking game. Really like
Yeah.
it. Really. Every time I went to go look at it, it was always some people fighting the last
Jason and I,
boss.
we had to camp that shit out.
We,
were in line
we
for
waited
it.
about a half hour, like,
Yeah,
Wait, line for that
of
shit?
consciously trying to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the Sonic hockey, air hockey, dude? Did you like that?
We didn't. I didn't get a chance to play it. We did the two.
Okay. So we get to GameWorks. Me and Terence in the afternoon. I think we had a few other people with us. DJ Playalives.
Yeah.
Yay! I leveled up. The guy who pronounced the name. But yeah, we saw the Sonic air hockey, and we're like, oh fuck, we gotta do this. So, we had this big fucking macho thing going with us both, and what happened?
It wasn't me, man. I was looking to lose. I was
Yeah.
looking to lose against you, like
Yeah.
pretty
Johnny
bad.
was so violent.
Yeah, I tell. Okay, yeah. What was
Oh,
happening?
I think the best. I think Johnny kicked my ass the first game. I'm pretty sure that I got revenge on a different machine. But when it came to like the Sonic air hockey, Johnny fucking owned me. But the puck, he kept on slamming the puck and it was flying all over the place, hitting people in the back of their heads.
I think I hit like 5 or 6 people.
Yeah,
and I loved every minute of it.
So I got this. I just kept on bouncing
the air wasn't enough, so it would easily reflect off.
But the craziest thing that happened is, so I lost, and Johnny, didn't you play?
You played DJ.
Well, that's what we're going to get to. So I absolutely spanked Terence. I was like a little small boy, just whipping him ass.
Small boy.
Yeah, he's just like, get out of here, Bo! Get out of here!
Fuck. Yeah.
Get out of here!
He strapped on the big ass size 13 and boot fucked him till he had a mud hole.
Totally. Terence is in the corner after that with his dunce cap on. I'm feeling like the king. I'm like, I'm feeling my own bullshit, right? And then, DJ comes up and he's like, okay, I'll take you on. Or he absolutely fucking obliterated me. I was past him wearing the fucking F cap on. I was sweating.
I took you.
I was sweating. I was done after that.
The best part. You want me to say it or you want to say it?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
fuck. All right.
It's awesome.
All right. So the game is furious. It's furious. Johnny is getting fucked. Karma is coming back to him. And even though that I would have him in a later game, I was still like licking my wounds, and I was looking to DJ to give me some retribution. I got one of these pucks flew off the table so hard, and there was a woman playing I don't know what the hell she was playing. She was playing a shooting game, and this puck slammed into her ass at probably 50 miles an hour, and then just pegged off like a quarter, and she's all like looking around like, what the fuck just happened?
That was my just for a note, that was my special shot.
Oh, your special shot.
That was the spanking.
That's cool.
That was a very.
Was this on the Sonic one or was this on the?
That was on the Sonic one.
Did you guys play the one next to it?
No, because we ended up playing the crazy Japanese one downstairs with the decoy pucks. But I'm telling you, upstairs.
That was crazy.
So the one upstairs with the Sonic air hockey was awesome. So much great crap happened. Like, in the time that we spent there in the day and then the night, because that's right where the Pirates game was, and everyone had a great time. Like women were being hit on, women were being smacked in the ass with pucks. Like egos are being crushed. It was
hell of a room to be in.
GameWorks did not need to be any bigger than that one room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I played Austin Peanut Butter Gamer was there too. We played on the one next.
Yeah, he was there. So we told
he was there. He's cool.
To mention him, absolutely awesome.
But him and I played on the one next to the Sonic one, and it was like it feeds the pucks automatically. But you're playing it and all of a sudden feed like 4 or 5 pucks while you're playing.
Oh my god!
So you're fucking playing, and all of a sudden 3 more pucks will go on. It's just
that's cool.
Crazy. Yeah, it's really cool. It's a cool one. So
guys, I'm looking. We gotta go to the game.
Yeah, let's go party.
We gotta go.
Party.
Awesome.
I gotta go.
And also, we'll tell you guys all about the Game Deals party next week.
Indeed. Cool.
Yeah, cool. Awkward silence.
Thanks for listening.
Now the traditional, everyone thanks each other, but we can thank each other while gazing longingly to each other's eyes.
Thank you, DJ.
Thank you, DJ.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, Pete.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Pete.
Thank you, Big Mike. Terence.
Oh, jeez.
From ChargeBackForward.
Who we're going to be calling as soon as the podcast is over. He's like sweating, anticipating, being able to growl and be like, I'm so sorry, I can't come.
I know. It's too bad he can't be here.
I know.
Next year.
And I know Mike's actually going to be listening to this, and he's not going to hear it till after. So, Mike, it's been a fucking crazy experience, and I really wish you could have been here.
Yeah, we all do.
That being said, you better fucking make it here next year. Like, not only are we hitting and enforce some PAX East, but we're coming to PAX Prime. Make it happen. You got a year.
Yeah, you get a year.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about Bad Mouth and my boy Cecil from Final Fantasy 4.
You guys are awesome.
We're out of here.
We gotta go.
See you later.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.